Speaking of 5,000, Jarom,
Mm-hmm.
the guy with the fastest 5,000-meter time in the world this year, number one in the NCAA, clearly, and running for the number one ranked cross-country team, number 6 men's track and field team, is Connor Mantz, who joins us now on the Deseret First Credit Union Hotline. Connor, welcome, my friend. Congratulations on an incredible race and weekend.
Oh, thank you for having me, and thank you for that.
It's a lengthy intro, I know, but you did it. You brought this on yourself. How does it feel to be the fastest man in the world right now in the 5,000 meters?
You know, it's kind of weird because I feel like that isn't something that like initially hits me. It's just kind of like, okay, like I ran a really good time, and that's kind of, you know, the first thing that comes to mind. That title, I don't know, it's just kind of different.
Yeah. So when you finish the race, do you realize what you've done?
It was more of just like, it was when I finished the race, I was just too tired. I had Casey Klinger and Brandon Garnica like tell me good job, and then I laid down for a bit on the track because I was just trying to just, you know, recuperate. Not sure if that's even happened yet, but trying to recover mentally from the hard race.
So at what point do you realize you set some notable records and times this year, not only in the NCAA but in the world?
I knew I would set the school record because that was kind of the goal heading into the race. But I didn't know it was a world leading time, well, I knew it would be an NCAA leading time. I knew that in the race with Brandon Garnica and Casey Klinger as my teammates, whoever ended up winning that race was going to get the NCAA lead just because we're so competitive with one another and in a good way. But I didn't know until I think the next day that it was a world leading time.
So I want to know about the mental preparation and even into the early part of the race. When did you know, I'm feeling really good and I think this could be a super fast time? At what point in the race did you realize, okay, this could be really good?
Well, so in a long way of explaining the race, maybe early on we knew that all of the guys that we were running with on our team were really fit. So we had a pacer who was going to come out and pace us, and I was feeling great when the pacer was there, but he took us through a couple laps, a few seconds slow. So at that point, I mean, before I knew that it was so slow, I knew it was going to be I thought it was going to be a great night. And then when I found out it was slow, I was like, oh, no wonder I'm feeling so smooth right now. But it probably with about 1,000 meters left in the race, so about 4/5 in, did I know like we were going to run really fast.
Can you run past the pacer? Is that kosher?
Well, it's I don't know if kosher is the right way to say it. Probably not kosher, but Coach Eystone yelled at us about 3 laps into the race, and he's like, "You guys are slow. You go past the pacer." So we did.
Yeah. Listen, pacer, you got to go faster, bro. This is Larry Bird running around. No, I need some speed here. Okay, so I want to go back to when you found out you had run the fastest time in the world this year. What was your reaction to that?
It was. I was just like, well, that's really cool. But then, I don't know. It's sometimes hard to really hype yourself up because it's only February right now. So
who cares, Connor? That's awesome, man.
I know. I was pretty hyped.
Understandably so. Connor Mantz with us on BYU Sports Nation. How long does it take you to recover from a race like that?
It depends on how well we get to recover and how much is going on. Coach Eystone had us still do our long run the next day, so it probably took me till about yesterday till I was feeling about 100% again. But yeah, usually, it just depends on how hard we push it the next few days. But for me, it took till about yesterday morning.
Okay, obviously a while, and you're at top level, so I can't imagine what somebody else is going to do and how long it would take them to recover from this race. But is there like a special meal post-race that helps you feel better about things or expedites the recovery process?
I don't know if there's a post meal. Usually in the longer races, you finish so late that you just try to look for anything that's open, which during outdoor cross country season is always in and out because we race at like midnight. So what's open at 1 a.m. But no, like usually just kind of, you'll get the trainers to work on your legs, just kind of get a massage out, and I don't know, maybe go for some pizza or something, and that's it.
The meals of champions, In-N-Out burgers and pizzas.
I love
Who
that.
knew?
I do the same thing minus the running. Connor, yeah.
Hey,
Connor,
you're halfway there.
there you go. I'm about 5,000 meters away, but yes.
Okay.
What's the story behind running in the snow? That was the long run the next day, I take it, around a lake, and a Seattle news station got some footage of you guys?
Yeah, so we were out running. So during the race, it was snowing pretty hard, and then the next day we all looked outside, and it was just like, I don't know, probably 7 or 8 inches of new snow, and it was just like, all right, like this next run is going to be a lot slower than we'll usually do it, but it'll be a lot more, I want to say fun. I don't think it was for most of the guys. I think everybody was sick of the cold, but a little more interesting. I'll say it like that.
I love. We're looking at some of the video now. There are people literally like snowshoeing outside or just walking, and then you guys come running by like, ain't no thing. We got to get our run in here.
Yeah. It was funny. We passed a lot of people like skiing, like on cross country skis and snowshoeing, and like we saw some people. I mean, this surprised me probably the most. I saw a lot of people carrying like snowboards and whatnot to go to this little hill in the park that we were running around, and just go up, walk up, just snowboard down, and it was probably the tiniest hill I've ever seen anybody snowboard down. But hey,
it's Seattle.
Ain't no
Seattle.
Rock Canyon,
No.
Connor Mantz with us on BYU Sports Nation. We're looking at the rankings, Connor, for the cross-country teams and the track and field teams. Number 1, men's cross-country. Number 2, women's cross-country. Number 6, men's track and field indoor. Number 8, women's track and field indoor. How has this come to pass given the COVID-19 pandemic? Because it's shut a lot of people down. So how have your teams navigated through this to an elite level?
So I think a lot of us, our theme at the beginning of this school year was Rise Up. And I think a lot of that helped out because it was like, we don't want to just be back to where we were. We took this as an opportunity to work harder, put more time in, not take any time off. It's luckily our sports are, for the most part, you're able to do them on your own, or at least with like a small group of people. You don't need all the facilities and everything. Like to go for a run, all I need is like pair of shoes, and whatever. I can wear whatever. I mean, some things are more comfortable than others, but like you can just go out for a run. And I think our team saw that as an opportunity that like, instead of focusing on, what we can't do at this time, we're like, all right, what can we do? Trails are still open to run on. There's tons of opportunities to still meet up. And for a while, we weren't able to meet up during the pandemic. And so it was just, going on your own, going on runs. And I think our other event groups kind of saw it as the same thing, like, let's just get fit. And I think it just carried over. And I think some teams just just kind of surprised and caught them off guard.
Connor, congratulations again. It's good to see you rocking the Ed Eyestone throwback mustache as well.
The Jared Ward as well. Right? Yeah.
Let's give you some BYU Sports Nation karma for your future races. Keep up the good work, my friend.
All right, thank you.
Connor Mantz on the Deseret First Credit Union Hotline. Deseret First, you know why, we show how.
Pretty